Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. Today we are looking at your person and what is going on with them. What are they thinking right now? What are they feeling? So I've got 3 readings for you, 3 cards. First card for group 1 is the High Priestess. And I'll hold that there for you. I can't even get the words out today. I'll hold this here for you for a second so you can get a good look. Pause the video if you need to take a better look at any of these cards. Group 2 is the 9 of Swords. And group 3 is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, all you have to do now is pick your group, pick your card, go down into the description box, click on the timestamp for the group you want to watch, and it'll take you straight there. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 1. All right, today we're going to take a look at your person and what is going on with them. What are they thinking right now? What are they feeling? So your initial card here is the High Priestess. I'm going to set that aside for a minute while we pull the rest of your cards. Okay. We have the Ring. And the Snake. Okay, let's get some tarot down. We have the Hanged Man reversed. The Fool. King of Wands reversed. And finally, the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in and listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit. Before I do like to mention that if you're looking for, or if you would like, a personal reading, something that's just about you and your situation, not a general reading like this, you can check my website, pinktututarot.com, and see what's available there. I do offer personal readings. There's also a link in the description box. Otherwise, I hope this reading helps you. I hope the messages bring you something that you needed. If it does, please give it a thumbs up. Please drop me a comment, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. Just helps me know that our energies are resonating and that the reading was good for you. So give me just a second while I listen and get you some initial messages. Hold on one second. The first thing they're telling me is that your person is trying to decide something. They're making up their mind about a situation that has been haunting them for a while. It could be a situation from the past that it may not have anything to do with you. I don't know yet. We'll know as we kind of get deeper into the cards. But they're telling me it's been with them for a while. They're trying to move past it. They're trying to understand what this is all about. And so they may be appearing to be a bit withdrawn at the moment. They're not talking about what's going on with them, not in full detail. There's more happening with them than they are explaining to you. And it's not that they're keeping secrets. They're trying to figure something out for themselves. And they're not either in a position to talk about it, they're not ready to talk about it, or they don't want to concern you or drag you into whatever's going on with them. But I do get that they're keeping very quiet right now and going inward and trying to figure something out for themselves. All right, so your initial card here, the High Priestess, it sort of explains their frame of mind right now. They're not in a bad place. They're in a relatively centered place, but they are going inward and trying to understand the higher meaning for something in their life. They're trying to come to terms with something. They're trying to make some decisions for themselves about something that's going on, about a situation that's happening in their life, in your lives. And it feels like it does have something to do with the past. It's linked to the past in some way, a past situation, possibly a past relationship, a past person, a past hardship. They're trying to see the higher meaning. That's the truth. They're trying to understand, why is this happening? Why did this happen? What do I need to know right now? What should I be doing right now? What am I learning right now? Now, they may not be using those words. It depends on the kind of person they are, but they are going within and trying to figure out what the bigger picture is for a situation, possibly in your relationship as a whole. But it feels like it is very much linked to something in the past, something that happened in the past, or to someone that they knew and loved in the past. In some way, I'm sure, related to you as well. But again, I'm getting that they're just not speaking about it. So when we look at your Lenormand cards, your first card is the Ring. And what I'm getting is this is something that's been going around and around and around and around and around and around in their brain. Something they just haven't been able to shake. And it doesn't feel like this is new. It feels like this is something that has been going on for a while, but recent circumstances have brought it to the forefront of their thinking. And they're suddenly being faced with the reality of something that happened in the past and how it has affected their behavior or the way they think or what they believe in the now. And they are kind of actively trying to work through that. They want to break this cycle. They really do want to break this cycle. And with the Snake here, I'm getting that they're facing their fears in some way. So it's possible they had a relationship in the past. Maybe the relationship went badly. Maybe it went very well, but it ended in some way. And they still kind of sink into that. That's what I'm getting. They sink into it and it affects them. It could be a situation that really affected them in a big way. Not just when it happened, but it has continued to affect their life. They're wanting to break this cycle, and they're wanting to face their fears, to stand up to their fear and tell it, you don't own me. You no longer get to control me. They're not there yet, but they're working very hard on it. And they're trying to not only just face their fear, but to understand the reason for it. You know, what the reason is behind it. Okay. So your first tarot card here is the Hanged Man in reverse. Something that's been with them for a while, and I feel like you have a knowing of what this is, but you may not know all the details of what they're going through in the right now, in this moment. But you should have some idea, at least most of you should have some idea of what this is probably about. A past relationship, a situation that really has haunted them, that they've kind of have just lived with for a long time. They've just lived with it. It has affected them, but they haven't done a whole lot to overcome it. But they're doing that now. They're doing that now. They're no longer kind of just sitting in it or allowing it to affect them. They're trying to get past it. And they're trying to get past it here with the Fool card. They're trying to start something new. They're trying to create a new beginning for themselves. They're trying to be brave. There's something about this that has an element of bravery to it. And it might just be the bravery, the courage to face your feelings about something in the past or someone from the past that that has been hard to shake. They want this. They want this very badly. So if you're feeling neglected, if you're feeling ignored or abandoned, or like they're not talking to you like they used to, they're not including you like they used to, try to understand that they are working through something that they feel they have to do themselves. It's not, if they're not talking to you as much as they have in the past or not including you, try not to take it personally, because what they're doing here, I do feel strongly, they're trying to work through this for the betterment of themselves, yes, but also for the betterment of your relationship. They're trying to get past it so that the two of you can get on better, but also to improve their own life. All right, so then we have the King of Wands reversed. They are not feeling like their best self right now. So understand that. Yes, you can be there for them. Yes, you can help remind them how strong they are, how capable they are. But the truth is, they have to turn this card around themselves. And they're working on it. They're working on feeling strong again, feeling powerful, feeling like they can take on the world again. Feels like they used to feel that way. They used to have that in them, maybe in their younger years. But whatever happened kind of stole some of that from them. And right now they're wanting to get that back. They're feeling the loss of that spark, that fire inside of them. And for like it really feels like the first time in a long time, possibly for the first time ever, they're facing their fears and doing what they can to break that cycle, to close that door and move forward, move on. Now, the advice for you from Spirit is the Page of Pentacles reversed. Let them do this on their own. Yes, you can be compassionate to them. You can be there for them, be a source of strength for them. But what are you saying? They're saying, let them be with this situation. Let them be. They need to work this out on their own. So don't, avoid, trying to ask them too many questions, trying to draw it out of them, because I feel like eventually you will get them to tell you what's going on, but they don't want to. They don't want to, and it makes them feel weaker in some way. It makes them feel less strong in some way to have to explain to you what's going on with them, and they're actively trying to be strong. So if you want to help them, the best thing you can do is let them be. Talk to them. Act like everything's okay. Even if you're worried about them, even if you're concerned for them, you can be there for them without trying to drag their vulnerabilities out into the open. Right now, they're trying to eliminate those vulnerabilities, eliminate whatever it is that's haunting them. They're trying to move past it. Talking about it right now for them is a source of weakness to them. And so the best thing you can do, let them be. Let them work this out and just be available if and when they do want to talk. All right, group one, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight into what's going on with your person. And thank you for being here and have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, group two. So today we're going to take a look at your person. We're going to see what's going on with them. What are they thinking right now? How are they feeling? So your initial card here is the Nine of Swords. I'm going to leave that up here for just a sec while we pull the rest of your cards, and then we'll get into your reading. First card is Crossroads. And Fish. Let's get some tarot down for you. Right. Your first card is the Hanged Man reverse. Group 1 got that same first card. Interesting. Maybe there's some connection between the two groups. You might want to check out both. I don't know. As we get into it, we'll know more if there's a relation. But if you were called to both, you might want to listen to both. Six of Wands. Page of Pentacles reversed. And the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. All right, give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in and I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit. And then we'll talk about what's going on here. Before I do, I'd just like to say, if you would like a personal reading, something that's just about you and your situation, you can check my website, pink22tarot.com, or there's a link down in the description box. I do offer personal readings and you can see what's available there. Otherwise, I hope this reading helps you. I hope it brings you what you need. If it does, if it resonates with you in any way, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. I love reading your comments. Subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and that the reading is resonating with you. So thank you for that. All right, give me just a second while I listen for some initial messages for you. Hold on one sec, y'all. Okay, the first thing they're telling me is that your person has something, this has to do with their work, their job, what they do for a living. They're considering making a change, and they may be telling you about this. They may not be. I'll know more as we get further into the cards. It's what I'm getting a strong message of. They like what they're doing. They feel empowered by what they do. It makes them feel valuable and worthwhile. And they do enjoy some level of success where they are. But they either want more or they want something different for themselves and for their life. And they're really considering their options. They're wondering if, hold on, let me listen one sec. They're wondering if they can continue with what they're doing. And that may, it may be that they're in a very physical job and they're wondering if physically they can continue doing it. Maybe it involves a lot of hours and a lot of stress. And so mentally, it's wearing them out. I feel like in some way, they're not feeling completely burnt out at the moment, but they're recognizing that something about this job, they can't continue forever. Whether it's the pace, whether it's the stress and the pressure, maybe it has a physical aspect to it that they feel has an expiration date to it. But they're a little bit worried about this. They're wondering, can they do something else? It's scary to start over. It's scary to do something new, but they're wondering about this. So if you feel like when you talk to them, they seem a bit stressed out or they seem a bit distant, like they're concerned about something, but they're not really talking about it, this may be it. Hold on a sec. Sorry about the coughing. Okay. They really want more. They want more for themselves, but I'm also getting this message of they're wondering if a change in their life, in their work, would somehow bring you two closer together. Now, it could be for some of you that you live at a distance, and so they're considering making a change so that you can be closer together. That's not going to be for everyone, but I am getting this full circle message of yes, they're considering what's best for them, but they're also wondering if this isn't best for the two of you as well in some way. If things wouldn't work out better if they made a change. Okay, so leave that there and we'll get into the cards. First card here is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, they're thinking about this a lot. It does wake them up. It does keep them up. They have a lot of worry about this, about the future for themselves, about your future together. And in some way, this has to do with where they work or what they do for a living. I am absolutely getting this message that they are considering you in some way or your relationship in some way as they ponder this situation. Okay. All right. So your first Lenormand card here is the Crossroads. Yeah, they're making a decision or they're trying to make a decision. They're looking at their options. I feel like this person is not someone who makes changes quickly. So take that if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, then it's meant for many of you here. That there's someone who struggles to just shift gears, right? They have to really think about something. They have to really put all the pieces together. They have to really understand the consequences, the steps, how something will go. They are someone who likes to really analyze a situation before they just jump in and make a big change. I don't feel like they're, hugely spontaneous when it comes to something as big as changing jobs, changing careers, even, moving to a new city or a new home. But they are considering this at this time. They're wondering which path is the best one for themselves, what they can sustain, what they can manage, what they can continue, as well as what is best for the two of you. And with the Fish card, they're also wondering if they make a change, will they make as much money as they're making now? Or will they make more? Money is a bit of a question mark here, at least for many of you, or for many of your people, I would say. I get the impression that your person, whether they're doing very well for themselves or they're not making a lot of money, for them, I feel like many of them feel like they are hold on, let me just they're up for more. They want more money. They don't necessarily feel like they need more money. Now, only take that if it resonates for you, but I'm getting this message of this isn't about the money. They're kind of content with what they're making. But if they could make more money, then it's like the two of you could enjoy a better lifestyle. It almost feels like they could give you more of what you deserve in some way. Now, again, that won't necessarily be for everyone, but I am getting that message strongly. So they are wondering if a change will be better for them physically, mentally, emotionally, if it will be better for the two of you, and if it will be better or if it will be worse financially for them to make a change. They're considering all these things and they're looking at their options right now. Okay. So your first tarot card is the Hanged Man in reverse. I feel like they've been doing something for a while. It may not be in this specific job, but they've been in a certain industry. They've been doing something for a long time, and it brings them a level of comfort, right? Because they're comfortable with what they were doing. There's a level of familiar that makes them feel comfortable, but they're now at a point where they do want to make a change. This has been on their mind for a while. It's been lingering there for a while. They've been kind of considering it. It's been coming in and out, but no serious decisions have been really seriously looked at until now. They're really kind of getting off the fence now and looking at their options, actually looking at real options instead of just, hypotheticals. So then we have the Six of Wands. I am getting that they do feel successful with what they're doing and where they are. They don't know how long this can last. They don't know if they want to walk away from something that does make them feel good on some level. They feel accomplished. They feel rewarded in some way. They feel successful in some way. And so it's difficult to make a change. But again, there's something that's making them want to anyway. All right. So then we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. They're not wanting to say anything to you about this. They may have mentioned it. They may bring it up now and again. But they're not letting you know that they are seriously considering this because they don't want you to, number one, they don't want you to get too involved in this decision. It's something they have to decide for themselves. They also don't want to concern you in any way. Or for some of you, they don't want to get your hopes up that they're going to make this change. Especially if it means moving to another place where the two of you could be together. That's going to be for some of you. Or if it makes a change where they would have more time to spend with you. Yes, they're considering all this. Yes, they're really looking at it, wondering about it. Yes, they are worried about it. But no, they're not talking about it very much because of all those reasons. They don't want you to get your hopes up that things will, change for the better for you in a really positive way, or to worry you, or to have you get too involved in it. Not that they don't want you to be a part of their decision making. It's not that they're trying to keep you out, but it's something they really have to, they want to figure out what they want first before they involve you too much. Because your opinion matters a lot to them and could easily sway them either way. But they really want to know that this is something they decided. Okay? So the advice from Spirit here is the Knight of Swords reversed. They're saying, the Spirit's just saying, just be still. Don't force it. Don't push it. Try not to even talk about it with them. Let them come to their own conclusions. They will come to you and talk to you about it when they're ready. But let them do that. Let them take the lead on this, in this matter. Don't try to push them or force them, and try not to worry or take it personally if you feel like, they're keeping secrets. They're not telling me something. Like, my intuition is telling me that something's going on with them, but I don't know what. This is what it is. They're actually thinking about the better of the best situation for themselves and for you together. They're not thinking anything negative. They're not pulling away from you. They're just in their head. They're very much in their head right now. So don't let it, don't let it worry you, and try not to take it personally. All right, group 2, I hope that helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it gives you what you needed. Thank you so much for being here, and have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. So today we are taking a look at your person. We're going to see what's going on with them. What are they thinking right now? How are they feeling? So your initial card here is the 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to leave that here for now while we pull the rest of your cards, and then we'll get into your reading. We have the Cross, and the Book. Okay, we'll get some tarot down. Okay, we have the Hermit, Seven of Swords reversed, the Chariot reversed, and Death reversed. Okay, give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Before I do, real quick, I'd just like to say, if you would like a personal reading, one that's just about you, not a general reading like this, you can check my website, pink22tarot.com, and see what's available there. There's also a link down below in the description box. Otherwise, I hope this reading helps. I hope it gives you what you need. If it does, please give it a thumbs up or drop me a comment down below. I love reading your comments. Subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and that the reading is resonating with you. So I'm grateful for that. All right, give me just a sec, y'all, while I listen for some initial messages for you. Okay, so hold on one sec. The first thing they're telling me is that your person is dealing with an issue that is very personal to them. It's a personal pain, a personal struggle. There's something that has them feeling a little bit like a failure. Yeah. Or that they might be a failure. If there's something they want to do or something you want them to do, they're not entirely sure that they can. They are sure that they want to. I am getting that. There's something about this that scares them, worries them, has them feeling apprehensive. They're trying to work through it. Spirit just said they want to be a better person for themselves, for you, and for your relationship. They want to be a better person, but they're struggling through something. They're struggling through something that they feel they have to do. I feel you want them to do. They don't know what to do or how to do it. They don't know how to get through this situation rationally. They're trying to rationalize something in their head, but I feel like it's coming from somewhere deep inside them and it needs to just work itself out. That's okay. But let's jump into the cards and see what else we can find out for you. So their initial card here is the Seven of Pentacles, and it does say up here at the top, failure. I don't feel like failure is what this card normally means, but I am getting this essence of failure coming from them. It's like this deep-seated insecurity, this deep-seated fear. It's this something inside of them has them either feeling like a failure right now, or if they can't accomplish this certain thing or do whatever this thing is, that they will be so disappointed in themselves, or you will, or both of you will. But I'm also getting here with the Seven of Pentacles that it's just a matter of time. They're not giving up. Spirit's not giving up on them. They've got people helping them get through this difficulty, whatever it is. They're impatient to be over with this, to get this over with in some way, to have this behind them. But at the same time, they don't want to face it. It's what I'm getting here is a message of, standing in front of a haunted house. And, when you're a kid and you're scared, and yes, you want to go in, you want to get it over with, right? You want to be able to say you did it. You want to be proud of yourself. You want to face your fear. At the same time, you really would like to just turn around and go the other direction and not go in at all. That would be so much easier, right? But, if you do, you'll feel like a fool. You'll feel weak. You'll feel like a failure. None of those things are true, but that's the feeling I'm getting from them, that they're facing something that they want to do, possibly you want them to do as well, but they're also afraid of it. And they feel like if they don't face their fear here, they don't go through with it, they'll be forever disappointed in themselves. Okay? All right, so we have here the Cross card. This is their suffering. This is their fear. This is their worry. And it feels like their worst fear. This isn't a little fear. It's not a haunted house fear, right? Even though that was the analogy I gave. It feels like something very deep and very strong in them. Now, to someone else, it might be a small fear, like a haunted house. But to them, it feels massive. It feels massive to them. I'm getting, for some of you, this is a fear of flying, which for some people is a small fear, right? You get through it. Yeah, you have a cocktail, you get through it. For them, it's debilitating. Now, that's obviously not going to be for everyone, but it does give you all an example, at least, of the kind of two-sidedness that this fear has, how massive it is, and at the same time, how small it is, and why they would feel like a failure if they can't just get through with it, right? The next card here is the Book. Let me just hear what Spirit wants to say about this. Hold on. They're telling me your person doesn't know the solution to this. They don't know the answer. They don't know how to get through this. They know in some way or on some level that they have to. They're trying to figure out, what is it going to take? Do they just muscle through it? Do they just grit their teeth and white knuckle it and get through it? Do they put their hands up and say, never mind, I don't want to do this? Or is there another solution? The Book is saying that there is an answer to this question. There is an answer to this fear. And it's one that will come with time. Like the Seven of Pentacles usually shows the pentacles kind of growing on a bush, getting bigger and bigger, waiting for them to be ripe. The time is coming. I do feel they will conquer whatever this fear is, but they're not going to be able to do it by rationalizing it. It might only happen by facing it. It might just happen with time. The answer is there somewhere. There is an answer, but right now it's a bit unknowable and unknown. Okay. All right. The first tarot card is the Hermit. They know they have to do this alone in some way. You can offer to help them. You can offer to do it with them, depending on what it is. They could even possibly go to therapy for it. They don't want to. I feel strongly they don't want to, because there is this element of failure about it. admitting to someone, and they may have admitted it to you, but it's not something they would tell very many people about, because it's a weakness in them that they don't, something they don't like. And I'm not calling them weak. I'm not saying that. It's how they're feeling. So they believe, from their point of view, that they have to do this alone. They have to walk this path alone. They have to face this fear alone. They have to do this one step at a time, see what happens, and go through it alone. With the Seven of Swords reversed, I am getting as much, and I'm getting this both with the Chariot reversed as well, as much as they want to run away and go in the other direction, they're not going to. I do feel they are going to face their fear. They're going to show up for themselves, for you as a couple, for whatever this is. They're going to show up and do what needs to be done, no matter how afraid they are, how much they want to run away in the other direction, how much they want to run away from that haunted house. They're still going to walk through that door, at least in their mind. They're determined to do it, but they're scared to death. They're really, really afraid of it. With the Chariot reverse, yes, it's a little bit of the same message, but at the same time, when the Chariot is upright, you're running towards something. So as much as they're not running away from something, they're not running toward it either, which means they're kind of stuck somewhere in the middle. They're stuck in this moment right now. It's almost like they're paralyzed, right? Paralyzed with fear, paralyzed with worry, paralyzed with doubt, paralyzed with feelings of failure, insecurities. They don't know what to do or how to get through it. I believe they will, but they're very worried about it. They're very worried about it. And they're in this place right now where they really just want it to all go away. They want it to all go away. Even though this might be something that, once they got through it, would be wonderful. And that's sort of what's moving them forward. Number one, it's the fear of feeling like a failure if they don't, but also there's something good on the other side and they know that. But man, they just want this to go away in the worst way. They just want it to disappear and not even be a thing. They don't want to face it. They're straddling that line between not running away and not running toward. So the advice for you from Spirit is the Death card reversed. Okay. First thing they're saying is don't try to fix it for them. You can't. Don't let them off easy by saying, forget it. Let's just not do it. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. This is something they have to, in some way, at least they feel they have to go through this. So if you try to take it away, give them what they want in the moment, which is for it to all just go away, you're rewarding the fear, but you're removing this rebirth that this card represents, which is a new beginning on the other side of this fear. So don't take it away, even if you feel like, gosh, I don't want them to suffer. Let them work through this. Let them work through this. Let them do this for themselves. Let them do this for you. Let them do this for the both of you. However that makes sense for you. This is an important moment in their life. You can be there for them, but don't try to fix it for them. Don't try to fix it for them. Or end it. Take it away. This is one of those things that they feel has to be done for their sake and for the sake of your relationship in some way. All right, group 3, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you what you needed. Thank you so much for being here and have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.